Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR Cup Series, race 22 of the 2026 season. I am 13-10 on those picks. We are the Brickyard 400 by PPG. This is the 30th race on the famed Brickyard Oval there in Indianapolis. They raced the road course the other few years. We have 400 miles, 160 laps, 3 stages, 50, 50, and 60. 6 of the last 8 races at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway have gone to overtime. 3 of the last 10 pole sitters have went on to win the race, or the winners of the race started from the pole. 9 of the last 11 winners qualified in the top 10. In the last 17 races, the lowest qualifying winner started 19th, and only 3 winners have ever qualified outside the top 20 and went on to win the Brickyard 400. 22nd, 24th, and 27th are those positions. Now, 7 positions have produced multiple winners. Now, positions 7, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 22, 24, and 27 each has produced 1 winner. The pole position, number 1 starting spot, has produced 5 winners. And currently Carson Hocevar is sitting on the pole for tomorrow's race. 2nd and 3rd have each produced 3 winners. That is going to be Daniel Suarez and Tyler Reddick for tomorrow. 4th, 5th, and 6th each have produced 2 winners. Ty Gibbs, Denny Hamlin, and Michael McDowell are in those positions. And the 11th place has produced 2 winners, and that is qualifying tomorrow as Chase Briscoe. I know there has been a lot of media talk this week about this race and average running position versus average finish. If you all follow Seriously Fast Motorsports, you saw where he had put up about the best average running position for this race, and there was a whole slew of comments on it should have been, is Kyle Larson, his stats wrong, blah, blah, blah. Well, running position, he is not wrong. If he would have said average finish, then he would have been wrong. Then it would have been Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson has an average finish of 1.5 in the last 2 races, 2nd and 1st. While Bubba Wallace, actually not too bad himself, has an average finish of 3.0 with a win. So he finished, 5th and 1st. Ryan Blaney has a 5.0 average finish. Christopher Bell 6.0. Todd Gilliland 6.0. Austin Cindric and Carson Hocevar each 11.0. Chase Elliott 11.5. Austin Dillon and Brett Keselowski each 13.0. Now the average running position, that is Bubba Wallace at 7.3. Tyler Reddick at 7.73. Kyle Larson at 9.89. Denny Hamlin 10.68. Ryan Blaney 11.09. Chase Briscoe 12.37. Christopher Bell 12.72, Carson Hocevar 14.32, John Hunter Nemechek 14.66, and Ty Gibbs 15.32. Now, in the last 2 years, the most laps led was by Bubba Wallace with 56, Austin Cindric and Tyler Reddick each with 40, Brett Keselowski at 35, Chase Briscoe at 34, Kyle Larson 27, and Denny Hamlin 22. Now, in the history of the Brickyard, there has been 3 drivers that have won back-to-back races. We have the chance to make that 4 with Bubba Wallace. Now, Jimmy Johnson, 2008-2009, he actually started 1st and then 6th. Kyle Busch, 2015-2016, he started 9th and then 1st. Kevin Harvick, 2019 and 2020, or 2020 and 2019, he started 1st and 11th. Bubba Wallace did start 2nd last year, so front row, but not quite the same as some of the other back-to-back winners in the past. 5 drivers have started from the pole to win the Brickyard 400. Kevin Harvick in 2003, Jimmy Johnson 2008, Ryan Newman 2013, Kyle Busch 2016, and Kevin Harvick again in 2019. Now, the end-season tournament, my bracket pretty early on. I was 10 for 16 in the first round, 4 of 8 in the second round, 2 of 4 in the third round, 1 of 2 in the fourth round, and that was based on picks on the video. The original picks from the bracket For the finals, I actually had Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick. So that blew up in my face. So right now it is Todd Gilliland versus Ryan Blaney. I am actually taking Todd Gilliland to get that. On the NASCAR Fantasy Live side, I got Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell, Carson Hocevar, and Ryan Blaney in my starting lineup. I have Todd Gilliland in the garage. Head-to-heads, I got Briscoe over Logano, Wallace over Bell, Gilliland over Blaney, Carson Hocevar over Brad Keselowski. As we take a look at points, Denny Hamlin has clinched spot in the chase with his 4 wins. He is plus 380 to the cut line. Tyler Reddick with 5 wins. He's minus 68 behind Hamlin, plus 312 to the cut line. And Ryan Blaney with 2 wins, minus 87 to Hamlin, plus 293 to the cut line. They've all 3 clinched a spot into the 16-field chase that begins Labor Day weekend at Darlington. Ty Gibbs with a win, plus 246. Chase Elliott with 2 wins, plus 172. Kyle Larson, plus 154. Carson Hocevar, plus 136 with a win. Chase Briscoe with a win, plus 125. Chris Buescher, plus 123. Christopher Bell, plus 112. Daniel Suarez with a win, plus 96. William Byron, plus 84. Bubba Wallace, plus 69. Shane Van Gisbergen with 2 wins, plus 54. Joey Logano with a win, plus 49. Austin Cindric, plus 33. Eric Jones is currently minus 33. Ryan Preece, minus 48. Brad Keselowski, minus 58. Michael McDowell, minus 83. Ross Chastain, minus 83. The Dinger, AJ Allmendinger, minus 98. I know there's been a lot of talk this week about Dodge and if they're going to be in Cup next year and if they're ready, if they have a motor program. I know Chris Rice has denied a lot of this stuff. A lot of people are like online just going on and on about how, well, if they say they're not ready, they're not ready. No, folks, I don't believe that for an instant. I think there is a plan. I think there has been a plan in place the entire time to get Dodge into Cup Series in 2027. I just don't think Chris Rice is, one, going to leak it on TMD, and number 2, he's going to just slip. There's going to be a big announcement. My prediction would be at the Daytona race before the playoff, before the chase starts, the night race. I think that they're going to do a big announcement the day before. And that way the announcement's out of the way prior to the chase starting. That's just my prediction, and I think it'll be AJ Allmendinger in one of the Cup cars, and I think either like a Josh Berry or Justin Haley or somebody in the second Cup car. I think they will run 5 trucks next year as well. I could see Corey LaJoie doing some Cup in the third open team and then Truck Series, and then they're going to do the show again like they did with Minnie Tyrell for an open truck. So I'm assuming that's going to be Justin Haley's truck, and Justin Haley moves to Cup. Would be my prediction. So we'll see where all that falls into place. Maybe that replaces Corey LaJoie and he just does part-time in the Cup Series. We don't know. Nothing has been announced. This is my speculation. If there's going to be an announcement, they'll have 2 charter teams, the 10 and the 16, and then they'll have a third team that'll probably be like an open team that'll run either, I could see full-time with Dodge fully sponsoring it, or I could see it as part-time as well. But AJ will be part of that. He's a call-it for lifer guy. Todd Gilliland, minus 111. Zane Smith, minus 124. And Riley Herbst, minus 126. All right. The picks to win the Brickyard 400. One pick is going to be Bubba Wallace going back-to-back. He is starting 29th. No winner has started below 27th. So it's 1 row. I mean, it's not like you're starting dead last, so... Kyle Larson, he started 10th. Carson Hocevar started 1st on the pole. He's one of my picks. And then my 4th pick, and I only go with this pick because Carson Kvapil won the O'Reilly Series race tonight. Second generation guy. His dad's Travis Kvapil, Truck Series champion. I'm going with Todd Gilliland, a third generation superstar in NASCAR whose grandfather won in the Winston West back in the late 90s, whose father, David Gilliland, owns Tricon Garage. And he is a Cup winner in himself. So I've got Todd Gilliland winning $1 million and his first career race here at the Brickyard. All right, that is it. We got 5 races left. It's an off weekend next weekend. I'm going to work on a power rankings for all 3 NASCAR divisions, the Truck, Rally, and Cup, and then as well as IndyCar because they're off as well. So next weekend, no previews for racing because all 4 racing series are off. It's an off week. How about that? So Brickyard 400 winners, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Carson Osbar, Todd Gilliland, as always. Thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. And just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports and content.